I think we've seen a massive acceleration, right? But you got to compare, you got to see it come from a very low point. So if you take most modern supply chains, around 10 to 15% of the supply base is connected digitally, can get access to sort of modern digital supply chain finance or working capital products. The rest are not and don't have the data to be able to do that. But during COVID and during the pandemic, we absolutely seen an acceleration. It's very hard to get your back office workers into the mail rooms if there's a lockdown. It's very hard to go and operate all of this paper. So it's clear that the companies are taking it seriously. They see it as a strategic risk. But especially in the working capital point of view, right? I mean, stimulus packages have felt, PPP in the US and the Future Fund in the UK, but it will only last so long, right? I mean, if you look at the global supply chains, we're talking trillions of dollars in gap in working capital, and I think with almost all large companies in the world extending payments, slowing down payments, there are sort of a forward pretty big gap here we need to fill, and I think the only way to really fill it is to get the working capital flowing to a much bigger part of the supply chain than we've seen before. It's extremely hard to do this through stimulus package, even for the US or the UK.
Ask the question then. It's almost like a Davos type question you and I would be talking about in a debate as well. Are you sceptical about the willingness of companies to spend on digitisation rather than to pay back their own shareholders incredibly large remuneration via buybacks? There you go, Christian.
No, actually, I think we are seeing, I think we were in a decade where a lot of digitization was about the front end. It's what I call fake digitalization, right? We made all of the screens that we were looking at every day a little bit more digital, a little bit more pretty. But underneath that, there was sort of an archaeological layer of old stuff that was still running on fax and scanning and all of these things. But we see the massive transition of those back offices. It's going a lot faster than it used to. And I think people are realizing, it's sort of a fragile foundation that if all of your pretty screens are resting on, paper underneath that, and especially when you have a situation like a lockdown where you can't get office workers into mail rooms, you can't get office workers into shared service centers. If you're not fully digital, you're going to be hurt a lot more than those customers or those companies who are fully digital in that situation.